Okay, so in this video, we're going to be talking about something I found out about yesterday. It was a lady who actually had millions of naira stolen from her stash account. So let's talk about it. Okay, this is something that actually occurred on Twitter yesterday, and I'm actually going to be reading it from my phone to you guys, right? As it actually happened. So basically, it was actually a lady that actually said millions of naira was stolen from her stash account. So basically, someone actually hacked her account and then stole all her money from her stash account. Now, if you know Cowrywise, you know that Cowrywise actually offers plans of ways for you to actually invest your money and also for you to actually save. So basically, the place where the money was actually stolen from was actually a stash account, basically like a bank account within Cowrywise, where you actually can just have the money sit there and not do anything. So you can use it to either invest or you can use it to actually save. So this was where the main theft actually happened, and apparently this actually happened a few months ago or something like that, and she basically claims that Cowrywise has not done anything about it. Okay, actually she actually said a lot of things, right? So I'm just going to be reading a few things here. I'm also going to be dropping a screenshot to all these informations, and also the link is also going to be down below, so you can click on the link, go to Twitter and check it out. But apparently she said, I'm going to just be reading from where she said this actually happened months ago. So actually this actually happened a few months ago. So she's just talking about this now because apparently at the back end, she has been trying to talk with Cowrywise and see what they can actually do about it. And Cowrywise actually hasn't responded to her yet. So she just came to Twitter to actually vent about this. So that's how I actually found out about this. So let me just go ahead to say what she said. So basically what she said here is, a few million naira was stolen from my Cowrywise stash. So they said Cowrywise has traced the origin of the theft and the details of the thieves. I was also promised I would get my money back. I have not gotten my money back. So basically, Cowrywise actually traced the person who actually stole the money and then promised her that she would get the money back, but she has not gotten it back. So basically what she said here is, also, I do not think Cowrywise is a fraud. Far from it, which is actually true. Cowrywise is actually not a fraud. I've actually made a video about Cowrywise explaining the authenticity of Cowrywise and how they actually are able to make you the amount of money you make, and the fact that they are actually registered with the government and everything's actually legit to them. So if you want to watch that video, I'm also going to have a link to it below. But anyways, she said that she doesn't think Cowrywise is a fraud. Far from it. What I know is that my money was stolen on their platform or stolen from their platform, and they did not refund me. Months later, instead, they are still working on it, and my money was stolen from a platform I trusted. I want it back. That's all. So basically, she's not trying coming here to say Cowrywise is a fraud. She's just basically saying that she had money in her stash account, was stolen on Cowrywise, which she actually trusted, and Cowrywise basically did not even reimburse her for it and stuff like that. So that is why she's basically coming here to actually, vent. And then what actually happened after that was Cowrywise actually responding. Cowrywise was like, Cowrywise takes the issue of security seriously. In our 3 years, we have never experienced fraud on customer funds. Nobody can access your account without your password and PIN. Here's something that I actually want to say here right now. Cowrywise actually confirms, and even the lady, I think she even confirmed it in a statement here or something like that, but she didn't actually refute this, that somebody actually hacked her account. So Cowrywise is basically saying that nobody can access your account. So it wasn't actually somebody from outside that hacked the account and got the money stolen, right? So basically what actually happened was that somebody actually had access to a password, not only had access to a password, but also a stash PIN. Because in order for you to actually transfer your stash or transfer money from your stash, you actually need your PIN. So the person that's transferring money to their own account from your stash would actually need to know your PIN. So either the person had access to a phone and then transferred money, so that's how they're able to steal the money. So basically this lady was kind of maybe reckless with it, or somebody just knew it, and probably somebody that is very, very close to her. So I'm not insinuating anything that maybe she was reckless or anything could happen, right? Somebody you trust could actually just end up stealing your money. Cowrywise just basically said that nobody can access it without your password or PIN, and we advise customers not to give out their credentials. Now, if you remember, if you watch my last video I did on Cowrywise, I actually told you guys how to operate your stash, and I said that your PIN is actually very, very important. So you want to make sure it's something you remember and something you keep safe. If I didn't say that, I'm saying it now, because it's something you actually keep safe, because if anybody has access to that, they'll be able to take your money. Now, I also like to tell you guys that if she had an investment with Cowrywise, or if she had a savings plan with Cowrywise, the thief wouldn't have been able to actually touch it, because when you are saving with Cowrywise, the savings plan you actually do with Cowrywise for a specific amount of time. So you cannot actually withdraw from the savings or the investment. So no matter how or who hacks your account, if all your money is in your savings or an investment plan, nobody can actually touch it. So that's something to actually note. So that kind of makes it a little bit more secure. That's why it was from a stash account that this was stolen. And then Cowrywise went further to say, for users who have their emails compromised, we advise them to reach out to us immediately so we can block their account. Unfortunately, in this case, we were notified after 2 weeks. So the lady didn't actually tell Cowrywise immediately. So she actually told Cowrywise 2 weeks after this had happened. And I think, I'm not sure about this, if you actually, or when you actually place or process an order with your stash or withdraw money, transfer money or whatever you do, you actually always get an email from Cowrywise also. So I feel like she should have actually seen this, but maybe for some reason she didn't, or she was trying to figure out who stole the money or something like that before contacting Cowrywise. But however, Cowrywise advises that you send them an email immediately and tell them about this so they can block your account and stop anything from happening. All right, so later on, Cowrywise also said, as shared with you earlier, the delay in resolving this issue is because the bank doesn't consider one of the recipient accounts as fraudulent. Hence the need for a court order to effect the reversal. So basically, Cowrywise has also gone to the bank, talked to the bank about it, and the bank is saying the account that actually received the money is not fraudulent, so they cannot do anything about it. So right now, Cowrywise, which I think is the cause of the delay right now, is that Cowrywise actually now has to go to the bank, go to court, and then get an order from the court in order to be able to get the money back. So that is actually something that has happened here. So that is why she has not gotten about her money back. And then they went ahead and say, thank you for being a fan of the brand. We'll keep loving you. Rest assured, we have not given up on finding a resolution. All right. So this is actually the whole information. So if you want to read more on it, she said a lot of things I actually didn't read. So if you want to read more on it, I will have the link to the Twitter thread below and also to what Cowrywise also responded. Anyways, here's what I want to talk about, right? Is how secure or how to actually secure your stash. It's very simple, guys. In order for you to secure your Cowrywise account or your stash, because when you're dealing with money, you shouldn't give your password or your PIN to anybody, because once they have access to it, they have access to your account. And how this person was able to access this account is that they knew the password and they knew the PIN. There is no way they would have been able to transfer the money out if they didn't have access to these details. So you want to make sure that you keep these informations protected and keep them safe. And also too, like I said, if you actually are worried about Cowrywise, them being fraudulent, or your money being misplaced on Cowrywise, or somebody stealing your money, well, you shouldn't actually be scared about that, because nobody can actually have access to your account. Cowrywise is actually secure. So it wasn't from Cowrywise's end that the money was stolen, it was actually from her end. So it's up to you to keep your account safe and secured, because this can actually happen to anyone, especially when you can leave your phone, if your phone is lying around and then for some reason you do not have a password to your account or something like that. Anything can happen. This can happen to anyone. It can even happen on your banking app, right? I'm pretty sure people might actually be scared that, oh, I do not want to invest with Cowrywise anymore, or I do not want to save with Cowrywise, right? This actually doesn't say that. This is just the fact that she either didn't keep her password secured enough. So it could be that somebody who was actually closer to her and that she cared about, who actually knew her details, actually ended up stealing the money. So this is not for you to think Cowrywise isn't secured anymore and you should get your money out, because there's just no need. This was from her end and not from Cowrywise's end. All right, so I also contacted Cowrywise. So I messaged Cowrywise to ask them about this issue. So I'm going to quickly read to you what they responded. So what I said was, I saw a tweet earlier today of a lady that had her money stolen, and if you don't mind, I would like to know what happened and what actually happened and how I can protect my account, because I have some money in my account too and I also want to keep it safe, just to be clear. So I contacted them and see what they said. So I'm just going to read to you what they said. It is a case of third-party access to her Cowrywise account and withdrawal authorization from her stash. So basically, somebody else accessed her account. We are actively looking into it to find the culprits involved and recover the funds as soon as possible. It's just company talk, for we are still working on it. What you need to do is ensure that your security credentials are kept safe from the knowledge of anyone except you. We have also limited transfers/withdrawals to your bank account to further secure stash. So basically what Cowrywise also did right now was they've also limited stash transfer to your bank account. So you can no longer transfer money, or at least it's limited in some fashion, from stash to your bank account. And what I now wanted to confirm, to be very, very sure, was I said, when you say third party, because they said the third party actually accessed the account. So I said, when you say third party, you mean someone either used her phone to log in. So somebody actually used her phone or knew her login details to actually log in, knowing her stash pin and or login password. So, and then to transfer the funds, that is. And then Cowrywise said that's true. They actually did that in order to be able to transfer the money. So basically this event and this whole unfortunate event, and I mean millions of naira, that's a lot of money, right? It's unfortunate, but it wasn't from Cowrywise's end. It wasn't Cowrywise's fault. Yes, Cowrywise is being a little bit slow on it, and also the lady actually kind of wants Cowrywise to be able to transfer the money back to her and then figure out the issue on that end. But Cowrywise actually doesn't do that, or they've actually not done that yet. So this is also something to actually note, that if somebody accesses your account and then steals your money from your stash, at least at this very moment, Cowrywise won't actually pay you that money back and then figure out how to get that money from somebody else. They would actually try contacting the bank and stuff like that. So, and that would be a long process. Like as you've seen with this lady, it actually has been happening for months now and she has not gotten that money back, millions of naira, right? What I'm just trying to say here is, if at least you're going to, you know, have millions of naira in your stash account or however amount in your stash account, make sure that it is secured. Make sure that nobody knows your password, because when it comes to this kind of financial fraud and stuff like that, most of the time somebody that is close to you that basically just hacks your account and then transfers the money, like it was actually done here. So you shouldn't want to be telling, oh, your sister, your brother, your lover, or whoever. Like I personally don't, right? I don't tell whoever my password, and I don't want you to tell me your password, because this is how things get stolen, right? And then you start looking for who actually stole the money. And in this case, I guess they actually found out who stole the money, but the bank doesn't see that person as a thief, so they cannot do anything to get the money back. So just keep your account safe and protected, and definitely this will not happen to you. So should you withdraw your money from Cowrywise and stop investing with Cowrywise or saving with Cowrywise? Absolutely not. This was just an unfortunate event. So yeah, that's just what this is about. All right, so now you've known what happened, right? So if you don't know anything about Cowrywise and you want to know what Cowrywise is, so basically Cowrywise is a way for you to be able to make money online and stuff like that. But if you don't know what it is, I'll have a video to it below, so you can go ahead and watch it. And also for more videos like this, click on the subscribe button below and click on the notification bell right next to it. I talk about ways you can make money online, and I release new videos every Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you would like to see that, click on the subscribe button below and notification bell right next to it. And also if you would like to support this channel, ways to do that are also going to be in the description below. So anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.